RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Macias Insurance, professional independent insurance agents. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Toyota, let's go places. Visit buyatoyota.com. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else. Johnson's Corner, located at 2000 State Street in Alton, is the area's best corner bar and eatery. Burko Construction, offering all kinds of construction services from new building projects to renovations. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. And Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Roper's Regal Beagle, located on Godfrey Road, is the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Open Sunday through Thursday till 2 a.m. and Fridays and Saturdays till 3 a.m. At Roper's Regal Beagle, you will enjoy some of the area's best pizza from their wood-fired pizza oven. There is also a full kitchen offering a huge variety, as well as a soup and salad bar. Sports fans, Roper's Regal Beagle is the place to watch the game. 27 TVs, NFL ticket, Big Ten, Pac-12, and streaming local high school sports.
Out of that high. Stand by the road. Cheers, when it's so bad. Let's go for your Roxanna Shells!
Okay, no, you're fine.
Family-owned Johnson's Corner at 2000 State Street in Alton is the area's best corner bar and eatery. The restaurant is known for its homemade onion rings, fantastic pizza, and of course, its famous pork tenderloin. The bar is a friendly place to talk, laugh, make new friends, and of course, quench your thirst. Now you can watch live high school sports in the bar. Open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Johnson's Corner is an inviting place to enjoy good comfort food. Johnson's Corner, an Alton tradition.
We're always looking for better ways to do things, but with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached MegaBank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Liberty Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Litchfield at Pana tonight. The Panthers 3-3, or excuse me, Pana is 2-4. Litchfield at 3-3, and Southwestern and Vandalia, battle of the non-winning teams so far. They are 0-6 tonight, and then as we mentioned earlier, Staunton at Greenville.
Southwestern obviously wants to try and get that goose egg off the left side of the column. They have a proud football tradition there. Some very stout young men have come from the fields of Southwestern High School, and I'm sure that they don't want to wind up winless this year.
11 seniors honored here tonight for Roxanna on senior nights. Jake Palin, Nick Hand, Jordan Arnell also honored tonight. Charlie Sheets was honored. Levi Wallace, Logan Reardon, Alec Revelle also honored tonight, along with Sam Haas, Mason Nichols, Jordan Brown, Caleb Baldwin, and Robert Twisdale honored tonight here for Roxanna. So we'll mention those folks and those young men throughout the night. This is a special night for them, Doug, because it is their last home football game of the year. I've got still 2 more football games to play, but last time they'll be on this field as a Roxanna Shell for the high school team.
And that could be a double-edged sword. Obviously, your last game at home, you want to do well for the fans, the family, and your friends, but you don't want to overindulge in the adrenaline rush, so to speak. You don't want to play too far above what you're able to sustain, and wear yourself out in the first half of the game and come out flat after halftime.
Have a lot of red and gold tonight for the Shells. You also have red for the Cardinals. Everyone knows Cardinals playing in a playoff game tonight. A few miles downstream in downtown St. Louis. The blimp flying overhead earlier this evening. So everyone watched the game here and I guess checking their phones at the same time, doing a little double duty here tonight. The Shells are going to kick off here, so they'll take the ball in the second half. And Gillespie is back to receive and getting ready for tonight. Big night again, senior night, very nice night. The wind pretty gusty at times, blowing right to left, so it's blowing from the refinery end, the scoreboard end of the field to our right. And the Shells will be kicking off with the wind to their back, so we'll see if that helps them tonight.
One name you'll be hearing a lot of tonight, if history holds true, will be Blake Vandiver, number 5 for the Roxanna Shells. He's racked up 9 touchdowns this year, a total of 54 points. He's also the leading rusher and the leading receiver on the Roxanna Shells.
So the Miners out in the field. The Shells are ready to go. The ball is on the tee. And we're just waiting for the official signal from the referee. 12 minutes on the clock. There's the whistle. And we are ready to go. Number 24, Levi Wallace handles the kicking duties, and that ball is kicked and taken at about the 15-yard line, back up to the 20, 25 to the 30, 35, caught by the ankles at the 40-yard line, and if he was not caught, Doug, he was into the end zone. That's number 28 for Gillespie, Blake Peterson. Again, a nice return.
Nice return, and brought down after that return by number 32, I believe it was, 32, Seth Chester. Seth Chester with the first tackle on special teams, and we are set to begin the first series of the game.
Mike Henderson is the quarterback for Gillespie. We'll be hearing him tonight quite a bit. And his first play from scrimmage, it's a keeper, and he is shoved back for a loss. No gain on that play, loss of about 3. And a nice stand there by the Roxanna defense for the first play for the game.
At least 6 Shells got in on that, and they were unable to move the pile, so no net gain. In fact, looked like a loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
Luke Curtis, number 52, credited with the initial tackle, and he was certainly assisted by the rest of the line. One man in motion behind the quarterback. It is handed off to number 3. And actually, the quarterback does keep it this time again. Tricked me that time. Got up to near midfield, did Henderson, and close to a first down. They're going to mark him about a yard short.
I believe that was Jake Palin that made the stop for the Shells. Jake Palin, one of the seniors we mentioned a little bit earlier.
3rd and 1 from the 49-yard line of Gillespie. Henderson in the shotgun. One man in motion, hands off, fake handoff number 3. Guess what? He keeps it again across midfield into Shell territory to about the 46-yard line. That's Bryce McKinney, Doug, that keeps racing back and forth around him, and that's the 3rd time in a row that Henderson has kept it himself.
Jordan Brown, that time was the first one in. So into Roxanna territory we go, and a new set of downs coming up.
Jordan Brown, one of the seniors for the Shells, honored tonight. 1st and 10 for Gillespie. And offsides there. That one's going to be on the Shells. Number 15, Charlie Sheets jumped a little early, so that'll be 5 yards in the favor of the Miners.
Charlie Sheets is one of the bigger players on the field right now, Mark, and if you're on that opposing offensive line, you may see that big thing coming at you and double take. He's 6'4" and 210 pounds. Pretty good sized fella.
Moves quick, moves a little too quick that time. Henderson falls back, the left-hander throws over to the left side. Ball intended for number 23. That was Chris Halpin. Alec Ravel was there to sort of break it up. I think the receiver could have had it, he just didn't grab onto it with a little pressure, so it'll be 2nd down.
2nd down and 5, and well, it's a good crowd here tonight, Mark, for the Roxanna Shells.
Yeah, great crowd here tonight on senior night here in Roxanna. Breezy night for October. Hands off right up the middle, stopped at the 1st down line. We'll see, actually the line of scrimmage, excuse me. And a lot of Shells in there on the tackle, including number 28, Logan Reardon was in there, along with a host of others. Number 52, Luke Curtis in there in the tackle, along with Jordan Brown. And they stopped them there at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play, 3rd and 5.
Roxanna shown that they can be tough, especially if they have the opportunity to slow down the rushing game up the middle.
Mike Henderson, number 17, the senior quarterback for Gillespie, takes the ball, rolls out to his left, looks, under pressure, is going to keep it himself. He gets across the field, stopped at the 1st down marker. I think he got it. He's across the 35-yard line, Doug. It looks like he was able to get across there just in time. We'll see where they mark it.
One of the officials signaling 1st down, so it looks like they're going to move the sticks.
A bit of a broken play as Henderson really is keeping the ball to himself tonight and making things happen for Gillespie. He's had all but 1 carry, if I'm not mistaken, so far in this series.
Start on the 35-yard line this time.
Gillespie changing the play, perhaps the line of scrimmage. Here we go. There's Henderson. Flips back to number 10 that time. That's Logan Cooper. He's around the left side. And he eventually is brought down by a couple of different Shells. First hand in there was Alec Ravel, I believe, number 14. But another 1st down for Gillespie. Marching down the field, working the clock. Now 9 minutes left to go in the 1st quarter. No score here early on in Roxanna.
Just getting started, and later on tune in for coverage of Red Bud at East Alton, whatever. They'll go about 9:15 if all goes according to plan.
Handoff fake. Henderson rolls out, throws to his left over in the corner. It is caught near the 15, down to the 10-yard line. And that was caught by, I believe it's number 23. That's Chris Halpin once again. So Halpin in there. On the tackle was Jordan Arnell, one of the seniors. So another 1st down for Roxanna. 1 man in motion, fake handoff. There's Henderson again, looking for a hole. He's got a touchdown, Gillespie. 13-yard touchdown by the quarterback, Mike Henderson.
And didn't look like he was touched much at all as he scooted through the line, and the Roxanna Shells gave up the first touchdown of the game.
So at 8:17 left to go, that's 6-0 early on here in favor of the Gillespie Miners. And they could be going for 2 here. They are going to go for 2. Henderson lines up, looks for a man, way off to the left. Those that into the corner of the end zone. It is it caught? I think he dropped it.
Yeah, it looks like it was broken up. No signal.
No signal there, so that play was broken up. Nice defensive stop there for Roxanna, but Gillespie has the lead 6-0. 8:17 left to go in the first quarter. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Roxanna, Mark Ellebrock, and Doug Jenkins with you here on a Friday night here on Z1570. The Friday night lights are bright here in Shell Country. And Gillespie has a 6-0 lead. They kick the ball off, and the ball is pooched down into Roxanna territory and covered by number 32, Seth Chester. He really didn't have a chance to do anything but jump on it. And so the Shells will have their first offensive possession of the night.
They'll start from about the 32-yard line where number 32, Seth Chester, covered the ball.
Gillespie with this 6-0 lead here early on one of 4 games you'll hear here on Z1570 this weekend. No Illini football this weekend. All right, first play from scrimmage, handoff. And that is this time to, I believe, Wallace, if I'm not mistaken. It was Levi Wallace. Handoff from Nick Hand back to just beyond the 32, about the 35-yard line now. So a gain of about 2 or 3. They'll give him 3 in that one. That sounds good.
Let's call it 3 then.
The red and gold of the Shells here on senior night. Nick Can, the quarterback, takes the ball under center, pitches back to number 5. That, of course, is Blake Vandiver. He's around across midfield. He's on the sidelines. Oh, just knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line. He had open field ahead of him, but just got a hand on him, and he scooted out of bounds, but a nice first down for the Shells.
Yeah, if he would have been able to turn that corner, he would have evened up the score fairly quickly. As it was, the Gillespie Miners had a man in position to make the stop. Nice gain by the Shells here on the the third play after getting the ball back.
19-yard gain that time for Blake Vandiver. First down, Shells in Gillespie territory. Ball on the 46-yard line. One man in motion back, handoff to the first man through. There he goes. He could go all the way. Doug, he's going to get a touchdown. No, just knocked out of bounds near the 10-yard line. Is number 26, Logan Ridden, number 28. Doug, I thought he had it all the way, and then one man from Gillespie got him right about the 10-yard line and knocked him out of bounds. It'll be first and goal for the Shells. Boy, he had a great hole opened up there for him.
Indeed, he did. It was about a 30-yard pickup, give or take. And you saw the explosiveness of your running back, Logan Reardon. Once he got going, he turned on the afterburners.
So it's first down, ball marked on about the 7-yard line, I believe. This time a play out to the right side. And nothing doing on that one for Wallace.
Ran a long way east and west, but not so far north and south.
And they may give him a pretty much no gain on that play. It's going to be back on the 8-yard line again. So the Shells threatening here in the first quarter.
That's one thing you want to do is give it right back to him if your opponent scores early.
Nick Hand under center, this time to Hand. He gets into the end zone. Close. Nope. He's going to be marked down. Oh, I thought he'd get in. Nope. Down at the 1-yard line is Blake Vandiver. He was close. right there in front of the official. They're going to mark him down in the 2-inch line maybe. Very close.
We'll call that a 7-yard pickup.
They don't do quarter yards here in football, do they?
No.
No. But the Shells threatening here. And under center, ball on the goal line. They're going to take a quarterback sneak, diving into the end zone. And a touchdown for the Roxanna Shells. Nick Hand diving through across his offensive line. Touchdown Shells. That one, Doug, just as much for Nick Hand as it was for the offensive line.
Well, he certainly had the help of the offensive line moving that pile just enough. He didn't have to get a lot. Basically, all he had to do was fall forward, and that's what he did. So good job by the Roxanna Shells to come back and give it right back. Here comes the extra point attempt.
Kick is up, and looks good from here. The signal is good, and the Roxanna Shells have the lead here, 7-6, with 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is
Where the Shells have a 7-6 lead over the Gillespie Miners here in the first quarter. 6 minutes left to go. Levi Wallace will have the kickoff for the Shells as they spread out and line up. And here's the kick from the 40-yard line. This was deep and into the end zone, and that's where the ball will sail and the Miners will start in the 20-yard line. Don't forget, at the end of this game, we'll bring you the Munganast Alton Toyota Player of the Game. And here on senior night, maybe it'll be a Roxanna senior.
Nick Hand, as I'm looking over the stats, that's only the second touchdown he scored all season. He's only scored 6 points altogether, so he now has 12. He's doubled his output in one play, Mark.
That's good. Good for the Shells. Shells now on defense as Gillespie marched down the field and scored already here in the first quarter. This time it's a handoff right up the middle, but not a lot happening there, as he is brought down by a host of Shells, led by Josh Rudd, number 59 there on the line. So they'll try again. Number 10, Logan Cooper, was the ball carrier for Gillespie. Next play, shotgun formation. This time it's handoff to number 3. He works out to left side, and he is knocked out of bounds after a gain. That's number 3, Bryce McKinney. I misidentified the 59. That was actually 58, Caleb Baldwin, with the tackle earlier, so a good job for Baldwin. And a first down on that play, though, Doug, for Gillespie.
Looked like a pickup of about right at the marker. So they move the sticks, and here we go again.
One man in motion, handoff again to number 10. He's out to the right side, or excuse me, the left side, but that play is broken up that time by number 14, Alec Revelle. Logan Cooper, the ball carrier, number 10.
If you've never seen the Gillespie Miners uniforms, they are white with light orange numbers. Very difficult contrast to pick up on in the night sky.
Ball kept by the quarterback that time. That play is nothing new to the Shells, as they saw that quite a bit in the first quarter. And Henderson keeping the ball that time for himself. Let's see if they're going to measure this one. It is close, and I think they'll give him a first down on that one. First down for Gillespie, another first down. So again, the Miners eating some clock. Henderson in the shotgun. Again, number 3 in motion. Handoff perfectly timed to number 3, but he is caught well in the backfield by number 14 and down with authority by Alec Ravel for a loss that time. Nice play. 35-yard line brings him back almost 5 yards.
That was closer to one of the Goldberg spears, if you remember WCW wrestling from about 15 years ago. Has it been that long?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, God.
You and I are getting a little older.
We're well seasoned.
Ball on the 37, 38-yard line for Gillespie. Second down. Man in motion. Henderson drops back, throws deep down the field. He's got a man open and just overthrown. The intended receiver got a hand on it. That was number 23, Chris Halpin, and guarded closely by a couple of Shells, including Jordan Arnell and Seth Chester.
I think Arnell was probably in better position to grab the pass than the intended receiver.
3:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Roxanna with the lead, 7-6. And it's a long situation here for Gillespie. 3rd and 14, the Shells. Sensing some momentum here on senior night. They come in this game at 1-5. The Miners are undefeated. Henderson keeps it himself, rolls out to his right, now back to his left. He's pursued. He outruns a couple of Shells looking for a first down. Does he get it? He does indeed. A first down for Gillespie, or he just gets there. We'll see if they're marking it. Yep, they mark it. He got it by a yard. Oh.
If that.
Well, if that. It was close, but he got enough time to run. He was committed, I think, to the right side, Doug, and he turned tail, hit to the left, and he just outran his tacklers.
Well, once the momentum started shifting to the right side and the quarterback shifted back to the left, it was hard to get that momentum back. And now we've got laundry on the field. Looks like an offsides Roxanna.
Charlie Sheets is the guilty party. And that time it was, again, Bryce McKinney in motion, and Gillespie had the play that they timed that out very, very close, and as soon as Henderson gets the ball, he hands it off. Well, they tried that play, but this time it cost the Shells 5 yards. There's the little pitch back, that time to, I think that was Cooper again, Logan Cooper, and he gets about 2 or 3 yards on the play. And it's going to be second down.
I'd say 2 yards being generous. Ran into the offensive line, but had enough momentum. He was able to move him a little bit.
Logan Reardon, number 28, in on the tackle there. One of the Shells on the line. Here we go. Henderson keeps it himself. He's up the middle. Is he caught? Well, he gets 2 or 3 more yards, and I think he's got a first down. They're already moving the chain, so another first down, it looks like, for Gillespie. Those plays up the middle, Doug, are just eating the clock away here. 2:15 left to go, and Gillespie continues with the no huddle.
And it's proven effective so far, so might as well stick with it.
This time a handoff up the middle, but met with authority there by several Shells. And I think that was number 15 in the tackle. Charlie Sheets maybe got the best of that one. He's picking some grass out of his helmet as he got a little coming back up.
That's when you know you're a football player. So it looks like a pickup of 2 on the play. Yeah, let's go with 2.
All right, 2 yards in the play, 2nd and 8. For Gillespie, marching down the field again. Roxanna, though, with the lead, 7-6 here. Just about a minute left to go in the first quarter. Henderson in shotgun, falls back, throws over to his left, caught by number 3 there on the far side of the field. That again is Bryce McKinney, who is run out of bounds for a gain. I don't know, Doug, he may have only picked up another yard, so that's going to be 3rd and probably 6.
Yard, maybe 2 tops.
So it is 3rd and 6. The Miners all check their wristbands while their plays are called in, and they are at it again. Now they change the play again as Henderson looks at his wristband. Another man in motion, this time fake, and he keeps it himself. Henderson up the middle. Brought down by, again, a host of Shells there on the line. 1, number 32, number 52. Palin in there, Chester in there, Luke Curtis in there.
Looks like it's going to be about a 4th and 2.5, 4th and 3. Now, will the field goal unit come on? It's not impossible from this distance, but in the high school game, it's never a given.
Yeah, it would be a kick in the wind, so it would be quite a gamble, I would say. So they'll try it here. They've got short yardage before. That time the quarterback keeps it. He's got the first down and more. As he is tackled there near the 20-yard line, and it's a first down for Gillespie. Anderson keeps it again.
So that keeps the clock moving. Seth Chester in on the tackle there.
That time the quarterback, Henderson, who is the primary ball carrier here tonight, Doug, he picked up 4 on the play. Shells need to stop here. They have a lead, and they have 15 seconds left to go. We'll see if he gets this play off before the clock expires. One-man motion, handoff up the middle, but met by several Shells, driven back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Shells in there. Primarily, that's Charlie Sheets in there, Luke Curtis with the initial tackle, and then helped by the rest of the line. So a nice effort by the Shells in that play, and a nice effort in the first quarter. Shells with the lead, 7-6. That's the end of the first quarter. Back with more in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Toyota can take you far and cost you far less.
Get great leases, low APRs, and amazing cashback offers on all your favorite Toyota models. To learn more, visit your Toyota dealer or buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Let Auto Butler's professional staff keep your vehicle looking great inside and out. We have many car wash options to choose from, as well as express detail services and a 48-hour clean car guarantee. Auto Butler Express Lube gives you a free full-service car wash with your oil change. And while you wait, you will enjoy our lobby that makes you feel like you're right at home. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Clean, shine, and protect.
Family Physicians of Alton, located on the Alton Memorial. BJC Healthcare.
Welcome back to Roxanna. Mark Ellebrock and Doug Jenkins here with you on a Friday night here on Z1570, also at AltonDailyNews.com. I'm glad that you are listening down the line wherever you're listening tonight. Also, might be watching RiverBender.com as well. Shells lead the Gillespie Miners 7-6, Doug, after first quarter, and an impressive look for the Shells tonight. They marched down the field early, got a touchdown. They're right now trying to stop Gillespie from getting in the end zone again.
Well, as we get ready to start up the second quarter here, important to note that the Shells do have the lead after one quarter of play, and you can't discount that as far as the moral factor. You got to feel good about that. It's a small victories, and you get them one at a time, and that can wind up being a larger victory for you.
Mike Henderson, the quarterback, falls back, throws out to his left side. Ball is knocked down there near the line. So nice play that time by number 58, Caleb Baldwin got a hand on it.
Slapped it away, similar to what you'd see on a basketball court.
Not in my house.
That's right.
Like that?
Yes, not in my house.
3rd and 11 now for Gillespie. They had a 3rd and 14 early and got the first down, so let's see if they can the Shells can shut them down here. Gillespie coming in a heavy favorite, 6-0, playoff bound. Shells 1-5. Henderson rolls out, it's going to keep him looking. He is pursued, and finally, no, he stays up. Ball was thrown. Nothing doing there.
There's a flag.
The Shells, but a flag on the play.
It may be intentional grounding.
May have been, I think Charlie Sheets got in there on him along with another Shell, Doug, but we'll see what the call is here. He was wrapped up and then threw the ball, and it is intentional grounding against Gillespie. I would suspect that'll be declined here, and we'll see if they try for a field goal or go for it, and it's a long 4th down here deep in Shell territory.
Well, they back him up to, where are they going to back him up to? Looks like about the 25, 26-yard line.
Now let's see. What do you want? You want third and super long? Or you want 4th and 11?
I'd go with 4th and 11
if I were 21.
Yeah. If I were the one making the call, I'd go 4th and 11.
But they're going to march it off and make Gillespie go for it here.
So that'll put the ball on the 35-yard line.
And you get to the 10.
That's 25 yards, Mark.
I'm glad you get the math. Got the math skills here in this operation.
Did that one in my head.
All right, so they're 4th and 26 is what the official call is. You still get an A for effort on that one.
Thank you.
Shells will like a hold here. We got to think Henderson's going to try to go to the air here. He's had a couple of long runs, but nothing quite that far yet. We'll wait and see here as he takes the snap. Fake handoff, falls back, looks to throw, throws all across the middle. Got a man open, an incomplete pass. The intended receiver that time for the Miners, number 3, Bryce McKinney, Doug. He had it, and he had his man beat, but he just couldn't hang on to it.
No, it went right in, right out, and right to the ground. So the Shells take over on downs, and they'll have pretty good field position to start with.
So the Shells will start 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line. Decent field position here to start as they have the lead 7-6 here in the second quarter. 11:33 left to go until halftime. On senior night for the Shells. And the flag is, or excuse me, the play is blown dead. Chance Foss now, the quarterback, in for the Shells on that play. And a penalty against Roxanna.
I believe it was illegal motion, perhaps?
So Foss is in there again as the Roxanna Shells will try to start again here, 1st and 15. And there's the man in motion. There's a reverse that time out to the left side. There's Blandiver. He's got across midfield. First down for the Shells on the reverse. Nice confusion play there with the help of Wallace. Wallace got the initial handoff, Doug, and then Vandiver got it there, ran it across the left side and across midfield for the first down.
To the 52-yard line, a pickup of give or take 20 yards on that, and a nice run, nice run. Chance Foss comes in with a 58.856 quarterback rating. He's completed 12 out of 34 passes to start the night.
And he's picked up some time. First started playing around the one game earlier this year against Pena. And there's the ball is loose on the turf. We'll see who picks this ball up. It's a fumble on the play. Ball looked like it was knocked out briefly. Let's see who picks it up. It looks like the Shells have recovered. And that's 56. Jordan Brown dove on that ball and picked it up for the Shells.
And that's a 3-yard gain to boot.
They had some momentum. The ball came loose in the scrum, and Brown was right there and just sort of fell on it. There was some fighting, but I think he had probably early possession on that one. But it's a 2nd down, 2nd and 7 for Roxanna.
So the Roxanna Shells hold the Gillespie Miners on their first possession of the second quarter. Now they're driving down the field. And momentum, I mean, you can't discount momentum in this game.
Chance Foss under center that time. The handoff, well, a handoff first man through and back to the line of scrimmage that time, and ball given to number 28, Logan Reardon, on that play.
Reardon maybe picked up a yard. Let's call it 3rd and 6.
So it's a 3rd and 6 here for the Shells. They lead 7-6. 9:42 till halftime. This time a handoff to Vandiver. He breaks one tackle, cannot break another, and he's brought down for a loss back to the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to be a 4th and probably 9 or 10 on that play as Vandiver was wrapped up by about 3 or 4 Miners for a loss in the play, and now Roxanna will kick it away.
Special teams coming out onto the field right now, and a couple of the Gillespie Miners will head back to about the 5-yard line. A lot of respect given to your Roxanna kicker.
That's Levi Wallace. Blake Peterson among the Miners there in the backfield. Ball is kicked, lands the 20, takes one hop, picked up at the 15, back to the 20, up to the 25, across to the 30. He's down the right side, one man to beat, and he gets past his intended tackler, does not get knocked out of bounds. He will run in for being knocked out of bounds just the last minute, and pursued that time by number 55 for the Shells, Mason Nichols, the senior, who saves a touchdown. But a very nice return that time by number 28, Blake Peterson for Gillespie, who took it on one hop and took it back deep into Roxanna territory.
75 yards, give or take, on that return.
And Mason Nichols ran him down and knocked him out of bounds at about the 9-yard line.
I bet he wasn't expecting that to happen.
No, I don't think he looked as though he was cruising in, and Nichols caught him and pushed him out of bounds. So he saved a touchdown there. There's a play over to the left of the quarterback. That again, number 10, Logan Cooper. And brought down the play after a gain of about, they're going to give him a yard in that play. Actually, give him more than that. They'll give him 3 yards, excuse me. Alec Ravel on the tackle. There's the handoff, this time to number 44, I believe. We'll see in the pile who gets up. Excuse me, number 40 for Gillespie. And that was Derek Taberzi. And he is stopped for a loss. Actually, no gain on that play, Doug.
No gain. We're still on the 3-yard line, I believe that is. 5-yard line.
3rd and goal here for Gillespie. 7:33 to go here until halftime. Pitch out to number 40. He stopped, wrapped up on the play. Number 32 for the Shells. That's Seth Chester, wrapped him up on the ankles. And it looks like a loss on the play, perhaps, or at least no gain. We'll see where they mark it. Handoff again that time to DeBerzi. Ball remains in the 5-yard line, Doug. 4th down, 4th and goal.
We've called Seth Chester's name quite a bit here tonight, Mark, and used to call his father's name quite a bit back in the racing days. He's a former track champion, his dad, Terry.
So, there's a snap. Looking over to the left side, looking, throw in the end zone, and it is caught, tipped, but caught. Let's see what the call is. The players are signaling touchdown. The officials are there. They're going to talk it over. It was tipped by one of the Shells. We looked like it was caught by one of the Miners. And what is the call? Are they saying no catch? And they're saying no catch. The official's saying no catch. I'm not sure exactly which official said it, Doug. The officials just sort of walked away from the play, and no one really signaled no catch, but we'll take the cheering for Roxanna as another stop on 4th down.
And the fact that a different set of players are coming in for Gillespie is probably a pretty good signal that that's the case too. So, Roxanna has a long way to go, but it's their ball.
It is 1st and 10 on their own 5-yard line, so a deep start for the Shells, but plenty of time left to go to move down the field. Hand is back there in quarterback mode, and he hands off up the middle. Several players for Gillespie in on that tackle. Ball carrier number 28, Logan Reardon that time.
So
gain
2 yards. 2 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down and 8. So just nibbling away right now, and I don't know if they'd be trying to time it out to where there's no time left on the clock once they get down to the other end, but that might be something to consider.
7-6, Roxanna with the lead right now here in the middle of the 2nd quarter. Nick Hand back at quarterback. He rolls around to his right, looking downfield. The pass is complete. Knocked out of bounds, that across the 10-yard line. Caught on that play, number 15, Charlie Sheets, a senior.
Let's call that a pickup of 6 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
So it is a short situation here in 3rd down, but Shells need some yardage here. The time ticking away. Clock still running as he was tackled before being knocked it out of bounds. 5:23 left to go here until halftime. Game one of 2 games here tonight on Z1570, just up the road in Wood River. The Oilers hosting Redbud tonight. We'll hear that one immediately following this game. Hand rolls out to his right, but he is tackled. No one there to block. Number 57, I believe, Joe Jansen. And he had the tackle in the play and loss of about 3 or 4 yards. That'll be a 4th down, so the Shells will have to kick from their end zone.
And again, Gillespie sends a couple of their players back deep, and boy, they are lining up deep all the way in their territory at around the 30-yard line.
By Wallace will kick it away. Back deep again, look out. Blake Peterson is the one who had the big return last time. Ball is kicked, lands at about the 46 and then out of bounds at about the 47-yard line for Roxanna. So that's where Gillespie will pick it up. When we come back, you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Roper's Regal Beagle, located on Godfrey Road, is the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Open Sunday through Thursday till 2 a.m. and Fridays and Saturdays till 3 a.m. At Roper's Regal Beagle, you will enjoy some of the area's best pizza from their wood-fired pizza oven. There's also a full kitchen offering a huge variety, as well as a soup and salad bar. Sports fans, Roper's Regal Beagle is the place to watch the game. 27 TVs, NFL ticket, Big Ten, Pac-12, and streaming local high school sports.
Welcome back to Roxanna. Mark Ellenbrock and Doug Jenkins with you here. First play for Gillespie is a handoff, but tackles there. Jordan Brown and Luke Curtis wrap up the ball carrier.
That'll be a 2-yard loss, make it 2nd and 12.
28, Blake Peterson was the ball carrier there. And a loss of 2 for the Shells.
Ball,
go ahead, Doug.
Ball is right on the 50-yard line.
At midfield. Mike Henderson, the quarterback, takes the ball, looks back, looks for a receiver downfield off to the left side. Man wide open, overthrew the intended receiver. And that was number 33, Chris Halpin. Levi Wallace was the safety, and he was beaten, Doug, by about 4 or 5 yards, and that ball was just overthrown.
Looked like he might have been duped by a head fake as well, which is pretty tough to do at this level. But props to the Gillespie Miners.
All right, the officials had spotted at the 48. They bring it back up to the 50-yard line. Ball on the 50. 3rd and 12. Falling back as Henderson looks again over to the left side, and the man is, well, not quite open, but it was thrown over his head and out of bounds. So he really had no chance at that one. He was pretty heavily covered that time, too, was Blake Peterson, number 28.
Throwing into double coverage.
Seth Chester over there, Levi Wallace over there again. Doing the duty in the backfield for the Shells. On a 4th and 12 now.
They're going to go for it, or so it would appear.
Yeah, looks like he might kick it away. We'll see. Well, maybe not. It's hard to tell. He does the kicking and the quarterbacking, does Henderson. He did the kickoff. Will he punt? Shells are expecting a play here. And they will kick it away here after all. There's no one deep for the Shells, so wherever it lands, that's where Gillespie will mark it.
It took a Roxanna bounce.
They got about 3 yards back in that one, so it looks like Shells will start on the 20-yard line as the clock has stopped at 3:24 left to go. 7-6, Roxanna with the lead right now here in the second quarter. All the scoring in the first quarter. 13-yard touchdown run for Gillespie by Mike Henderson. And the Roxanna quarterback, Nick Hand, a 1-yard touchdown run. A dive across the line in the end zone after a nice drive. And the Shells have the point after. That is the difference in this game. Number 12, Chance Foss in on this set of plays. As a handoff that time to, I believe it might have been Reardon. We'll see. That's number 28 again. Logan Reardon again does get the ball. And gets about 2 yards.
Keeps the clock ticking.
Senior night here in Roxanna, final home game of the year for the Shells. Talk about their upcoming schedule here at halftime, and a look at the rest of the conference standings coming up too at halftime. And we'll have an IRN prep report as well for you. Foss under center is going to keep it himself, runs to the right side. He bounces off of one, bounces off of two. And he gets across, perhaps close to the first down. I think maybe he did pick up a first down, Doug.
They're moving the chains, so let's count it as a first down. Pickup of 8.
Yeah, first down across the 30-yard line. He does get the first down and then some. So a first down for the Roxanna Shells.
He just wouldn't be brought down that time.
Well, you see this a lot in college and pro football, Doug. The tacklers want to knock you down instead of tackling you, and that's what he bounced off of 2 guys who just tried to bump his legs. He gets the ball again. This time he can't break that tackle. He's brought down by 3 Miners that time. Looks like for a loss.
Looks like a loss of 2, perhaps.
We'll see where they mark it. Well, looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see. Maybe a loss of 1. It's pretty close. They'll call it 2nd and 10. They won't change anything here. Still a call it 2nd and 10 for the Shells. Now under 2 minutes left to go until halftime. Shells with the 1-point lead, 7-6. Foss under center, looks back, hands off to his first man through. That's number 28 again, Logan Reardon. Some nice blocks there to open the gates from the Roxanna front line.
Looks like a pickup of 9 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Right at the 40-yard line.
And the whistle is blown. Brennan Harris serves as the center. Has some nice plays here, clearing the lane.
But that was a false start on Roxanna, so they'll march it back 5 yards.
They'll mark it off and restart the clock. Chance Foss gets the play from the sidelines, runs to the huddle.
Crowd's gone quiet here in the second quarter.
7-6, Roxanna with the lead here over the undefeated Gillespie Miners. And there is a whistle. Looks like we're going to take a timeout. Shells take a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. With 55 seconds until halftime, you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Macias Insurance, professional independent insurance agents. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Toyota, let's go places. Visit buyatoyota.com. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else. Johnson's Corner, located at 2000 State Street in Alton, is the area's best corner bar and eatery. Burko Construction, offering all kinds of construction services from new building projects to renovations. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. And Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East premier sports bar and grill.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Have to get to the 41-yard line for a first down.
31 seconds left to go, and another timeout's going to be called by the Shells, I believe. And we're going to keep it here as Coach Pat Keith walks out to talk to his Shells. Very sternly talking to them.
Yeah, I guess he wants to make sure he gets his point across that we're up by a single point right now. We have an opportunity to go in with a lead. We don't want to do anything silly and turn the ball over in the final seconds of this half. So, timeout is over. Both teams come back to the line of scrimmage and get set for what may be the second to last play of the quarter, depending on how they manage the clock.
Clock at 31.2 seconds. 7-6, Roxanna with the lead. And they're going to kick it away as number 24, Levi Wallace. And they do kick it away. No one back for Gillespie. That one will take a Roxanna bounce and stop at the 10 to the 9-yard line, and that's going to do it. And we'll see if anybody touches it. They're going to wait. They're going to wait. Let this one run out. Nope. Referee will stop the clock. 17.2 seconds left to go. So, what do? Take a knee or fire one up, Doug? Let's play the coach here. What do you do?
Well, if I'm the Gillespie Miners coach, I'm going to say, you know, I'm just going to air this thing out and take a chance. Even if it's intercepted, we can probably stop him from getting into the end zone. So let's just see what we can do. If I'm the Roxanna
So
Shells.
you're a gambling man here.
I am,
you're
as a
the
matter of
gambling
fact.
coach.
Yes.
All right. We shall see. There have been several instances where quarterback Mike Henderson has aired it out, and his receivers have beaten their Roxanna counterparts. But for the first time tonight, Henderson is under center, and he will take a knee, and that will take us to halftime. So the Shells lead the Miners here as the final seconds tick off of the clock. 7-6 at halftime, senior night for these Roxanna Shells. They lead the undefeated Gillespie Miners at the half. We'll be back with more in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Burco Construction provides all types of construction services, from new building projects to renovations. Directional boring is a specialty. Directional boring is a way to get utilities from one point to another without destroying existing ground or obstacles that are in between the 2 points. Directional boring goes above and beyond traditional trenching, connecting utilities and services in places where traditional trenching is impossible. In business since 1998, Burco Construction Company, 618-259-2440.
Set, hit. Protection. Can anyone over there give me protection? Danny, hold. Put me in, coach. I can offer protection. Set, hit. Not only can I protect the quarterback, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062. American Family Insurance.
Roper's Regal Beagle, located on Godfrey Road, is the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Open Sunday through Thursday till 2 a.m. and Fridays and Saturdays till 3 a.m. At Roper's Regal Beagle, you will enjoy some of the area's best pizza from their wood-fired pizza oven. There's also a full kitchen offering a huge variety, as well as a soup and salad bar. Sports fans, Roper's Regal Beagle is the place to watch the game. 27 TVs, NFL ticket, Big Ten, Pac-12, and streaming local high school sports.
We're always looking for better ways to do things. But with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached Megabank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Liberty Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
And drum major, Miss Jessica Boyer, drum major and percussionist. Miss Casey Morgan, snare drum. Mr. Severin Savage, alto sax. Miss Donna Wolf, clarinet. Mr. Michael Pratt, trumpet. Miss Dory Harms on flute. Miss Alexa Coon on percussion. And Miss Elizabeth Orr on clarinet. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Hey, tonight the band will be playing DJ Khaled's mega hit, All I Do Is Win, and the iconic summer song from 1963, recorded by Circus Joe and Sif Artery, Wipe Out. Take it away, drum major. Drum kit soloist during Wipeout were Dakota Stunt, Michael Milky, E.W. Turtle, and Zach Coates. Let's hear it one more time for the Roxanna Marching Band.
Roper's Regal Beagle, located on Godfrey Road, is the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Open Sunday through Thursday till 2 a.m. and Fridays and Saturdays till 3 a.m. At Roper's Regal Beagle, you will enjoy some of the area's best pizza from their wood-fired pizza oven. There's also a full kitchen offering a huge variety, as well as a soup and salad bar. Sports fans, Roper's Regal Beagle is the place to watch the game. 27 TVs, NFL ticket, Big Ten, Pac-12, and streaming local high school sports.
Band, son of Scott and Michelle Band of Woodward. Mason Nichols, son of Jeff and Edie Nichols of East Alton. Jake Palin, son of Steve and Stephanie Palin of Woodward. Charlie Sheets, son of Charles Sheets of Woodward. Robert Twisdale, son of Jennifer Williams of Woodward. And finally, Levi Wallace, son of Dennis Wallace of Edwardsville, and Tracy Wallace of Alton. Those are your football seniors and their parents. Let's have a nice round of applause for them. And now we'll recognize our senior cheerleaders. Kylie Garris, daughter of Donnie and Holly Garris of Wood River. Erin Sartorius, daughter of Keith and Barb Sartorius of Wood River. Let's hear it for our cheerleaders, senior cheerleaders. Football players, may they get ready for the game. Thank you so much. And now for dance. Caitlin Coley, daughter of Thea Hagan of East Alton. Taylor Wallace, daughter of Billy Wallace of Wood River, and Sarah Michaelia of Spanish Lake, Missouri. Let's hear it for our senior dance team members. And now for our senior band leaders. Jessica Boyer, daughter of Tim and Stacey Boyer of East Alton. Tori Harms, daughter of Richard and Brooke Harms of Roxanna. Casey Morgan, daughter of Chip and Stacey Morgan of East Alton. Elizabeth Orr, daughter of Kevin Orr of East Alton. Elizabeth is also a member of our tennis team. Michael Pratt, son of Beth Pratt, Wood River. Lindsay Stump, daughter of Jeremy and Samantha Stump of Wood River. And finally, Donna Wolf, daughter of Steve and Jennifer Hinkle of East Alton. Let's hear it for our senior band members. And now for our senior soccer players. Matt Hartnett, son of Matt and Sheila Hartnett, and big brother to Marcus of Edwardsville. Matt Hargrave, son of Jody and Gina Hargrave of East Alton. Dave Long, son of Pam Long of East Alton and Sean Long of Bethalto. Andrew Mercer, son of Patty Mercer of Wood River. Austin Moore, son of Sonia Werner of South Roxanna. Severin Savage, son of Severin and Jody Savage of East Alton. Severin is also a member of the band Dallas Shook, son of David Shook and Teresa Shook of Wood River. Dallas also competes in cross country. And finally, Cody Warren, son of Jeff and Kim Warren of Wood River. Let's hear it for our senior soccer players. And now we'll honor our cross country team, beginning with Morgan Cooperrider, daughter of Gary Cooperrider and of Wood River. Patty Deshotel, daughter of Sonia Deshotel from South Roxanna. Patty Cito, daughter of Janet Cito of East Alton. Michaela Spano, daughter of Ryan and Kim Spano of Roxanna. Brad Herzberg, son of Brad and Missy Herzberg of East Alton. And the last member of our cross country team, Zach Stewart, son of A.D. Sunderland and Richard Prince of South Roxanna. Let's hear it for our cross country team. Now for our tennis team, Kylie Davis, daughter of Jill Davis of Wood River. Maddie Miller, daughter of Scott and Diane Miller of Wood River. And Ebony Spencer, daughter of Debbie Spencer of Wood River. Here for our tennis team members. Now for our golf team, Theo Stassi, son of Terrence and Sue Stassi of Rosewood Heights. Taylor Anderson, Pat and Kim Anderson of East Alton. Taylor, a band member. Ashley Myers, brother of and Yolanda Myers of East Alton. Abby Riedesser, daughter of Neil Riedesser of and Tara Denon of East Alton. Finally, Katie Rose, Bill and Angie Rose, Roxanna. There is also a band member. Give her a nice round of applause. And now for our volleyball team. James Fry, daughter of James and Elizabeth Fry of East Alton. Becca Hansbein, daughter of Jackie Hendricks of East Alton and John Hahn of Litchfield. Jessica Smith, daughter of Jim and Jennifer Smith of Roxanna. And finally, Anna Whitaker, daughter of Martha Arnold of East Alton and Jeff Whitaker of East Alton. Nice round of applause for all of our seniors. Thank you very much.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Macias Insurance, professional independent insurance agents. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Toyota, let's go places. Visit buyatoyota.com. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else. Johnson's Corner, located at 2000 State Street in Alton, is the area's best corner bar and eatery. Burko Construction, offering all kinds of construction services from new building projects to renovations. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. And Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East premier sports bar and grill.
And this game live, of course, on the Big Z and AltonDailyNews.com, and game of the week for RiverBender.com. Gillespie's on the field. They're ready to go. They will kick the ball off. Will Mike Henderson. And the Shells break huddle and take the field. On senior night, 7-6. The Shells with the lead. Don't forget the Munganast Alton Toyota Player of the Game will be announced at the end of this contest. We thank them for sponsoring that feature. And we thank all of our sponsors for making the high school sports broadcast possible for you throughout the course of the football season. We are in week 7 already, Doug, and here's the kickoff of the second half, a squib kick taken by the Shells. That is number 32 who holds on tight. And he's brought down
Seth Chester.
At about the 37-yard line is Seth Chester.
That's, let's call it about a 10-yard return. And a decent field position to start up the second half here, Mark.
So, I'm not exactly sure, Doug, if there's not really a kicking game here with the Miners not knowing a lot about them. The quarterback, Henderson, does the kicking duties. He's not afraid to throw the ball. Has not really gotten a good kick off in the air. The kicks have been squib kicks for the most part. And here come the Shells. And off to the right side is Hand. That's Hand who does some blocking. Blocking for number 28, Logan Reardon. He had his hand tucked away for a second, Doug. He tricked me, but it was actually Reardon who had the ball behind him. And a first down for the Shells across midfield into Gillespie territory down to about the 42-yard line.
Looks like a 19-yard pickup, and you can hear the shakers coming out now. It's rally time.
That might be a homemade shaker right here in front of us. I'll have to ask during the break what's in that.
All you need are rocks and a 1-gallon milk jug.
I think that's what it is.
Hey, it works.
We got cowbells too. That's what you need, more cowbell, right?
More cowbell, yes. The cure for all that ails you.
Ball on the 43-yard line of Gillespie. Roxanna with the ball. Hand off to Vandiver. Oh, he's just met handily that time by number 10, Logan Cooper, who does a couple of leaps in the air and a couple of chest bumps, maybe a headbutt or two in there. Got to be careful with that. Loss of 1 on the play. As Nick Hand is back in there. Every other series, switch off between Nick Hand and Chance Boss, who is seeing some time on the field this year.
And I wonder if that's an effort to keep the other team off balance, or you're just wanting to get more playing time for your up-and-coming quarterback.
I would say a little bit of both, as Nick Hand is a senior this year. This time the handoff to Vandiver off to the left side. He breaks one tackle, gets past one other man, but then is wrapped up and then is across the 40-yard line down to about the 35-yard line, Doug. I think brought out of bounds at the 34.
And that should be close to a first down. Yeah, a little bit short, a little bit short.
A little short of the first down. Actually, did not quite get out of bounds. They marked him down inbounds, so the clock is running. 3rd and 2 on the play. Just underway here in the third quarter. Roxanna with the lead 7-6 here in Roxanna. Shells and Miners tonight. Miners come in. They have not lost a game yet. Shells driving down the field. Quarterback Nick Hand. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Just about to say under center. That's a flag on the play against Gillespie. And I'm not sure. Was that their first tonight? One or
I believe it is.
I believe it might have been their first penalty, I believe.
So with the 5 yards marked off, that's a first down, and the Roxanna Shells get another 4 tries. They'll do it at the 29-yard line.
Brendan Harris is the center over the ball. Hands off this time. There he goes around the left side again is number 28, Logan Reardon, getting the ball quite a bit tonight. And he picks up about 6 or 7 yards in that play. That'll be a 2nd down and 4 situation for Roxanna. Senior night for the Shells. 11 seniors here tonight. Honor before the game, along with seniors for the cheerleaders and the band, and the tennis team and the volleyball team. Handoff this time again goes to number 28, Reardon again. Logan Reardon gets the ball over to the left side, and it looks like another first down. We'll see where they mark the ball.
One of the Miners lost their helmet on that one. We're going to be really close to the first down, if not past. Now it looks like it's going to be just inches.
And I can't believe they won't try to measure this one. Let's see if they do.
I think that's what they're getting ready to do.
So Gillespie's going to call a timeout, and let's see if they call a timeout. Would they measure? The sign has changed first down. And they're going to give it to him first down. Let's take a quick break as Gillespie calls a timeout. Roxanna with the lead 7-6. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Welcome back to Roxanna. Mark Elderbrock and Doug Jenkins with you here on the Big Z and at AltonDailyNews.com. Glad you're listening along the line here with us tonight. Also the folks at RiverBender here tonight with some video at RiverBender.com. Beautiful night here for football again. We've lucked out here the past few weeks, Doug. Very nice evenings for football. Rain's supposed to come in sometime after midnight, so that is good.
Should be out of here in time for the races tomorrow.
Hand off that time from Hand to, I think that was Reardon again, and he was hammered that time. About the time he grabbed the ball.
No gain, maybe a loss of a yard.
And hit pretty hard that time by number 77. That's Seth Billings for Gillespie, who steps out of the game. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 18 of the Miners. Hand under center. This time keeps it himself. Looks, reverses course back up the middle, but not fooling anybody. May have gotten backed up to the line of scrimmage As the line collapsed, he looked to the right, then turned tail, went right back up the middle. So there is no gain on that play.
3rd down and 10. Do you air it out at this point, Mark?
Well, you need to get, you're on the 18-yard line. Why not? You have nothing to lose here. You want to win the game, but you need a 1st down. And we'll see. Need some help at the front line with a good block. Maybe an offsides penalty. That's what they're going to call, I believe. Flag is thrown. Several Miners moved on that extended count there by hand. Maybe that was part of the play here as he goes over and talks to Coach Pat Keith once again. So that brings a little closer here, 3rd and 5. So now you take a gamble. You don't want to intercept it. You don't want to give the ball away. So I think you put it on the ground here, try to sweep out maybe to the left again.
Now you're 5 yards closer. You have a few more options, definitely.
And there's the ball. Vandiver gets it. There's one option. He's in close, brought down across the 10-yard line to about the 7-yard line, 7 or 6-yard line, fairly close there. And the handoff that time and the advance, like Vandiver there across the left side, 1st down for Roxanna. So the Shells looking good here, killing some clock. Under 7 minutes left to go. And pushing Gillespie back. Gillespie, a hard-fought win against Carlinville last week. Roxanna losing on the road to Litchfield last week, but tonight is senior night, different mentality. And a flag on the play again, and Gillespie pointing at Roxanna. It's going to be a penalty against the Shells.
False start, Shells.
I'm no football player tonight, but I could read the body language of Coach Pat Keith.
Yeah. And given the body language, you probably don't want to be one of the guys on the field right now.
Well, it's a big motivator. You win it for your 11 seniors. You win it for the team. You want some momentum heading into the end of the season, especially your final home game of the year. There's a handoff to Vandiver. He gets past, well, no, nothing doing that time. Knocked down about the 15, 14-yard line. They'll mark it about the 14, it looks like. So he still has a ways to go. And now a 2nd down and 11 situation. So a gain of 4.
Play comes in for the Roxanna Shells.
7-6 Shells with the lead here in the 3rd quarter from Roxanna. Still pretty breezy, blowing from our right to left. One man in motion. Hand rolls out to the right side, and the pass over into the corner, and in for the touchdown. Yes, touchdown Roxanna. Shells have it that time. And number 24, I believe, Levi Wallace with the touchdown. The reception and the touchdown for the Shells.
That's a 13-yard play. Levi Wallace, you say, is the receiver, and let's see if we go for 2.
I think Wallace did. I think so. Wallace, yeah.
All right, here is the extra point attempt. The kick will go for 1.
Kick is up by Wallace, and it is good. So just like that, Shells are up 14-6. With 5:23 left to go in the 3rd quarter, you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Burco Construction provides all types of construction services, from new building projects to renovations. Directional boring is a specialty. Directional boring is a way to get utilities from one point to another without destroying existing ground or obstacles that are in between the 2 points. Directional boring goes above and beyond traditional trenching, connecting utilities and services in places where traditional trenching is impossible. In business since 1998, Burco Construction Company, 618-259-2440.
Set, hit. Protection. Can anyone over there give me protection? Danny, hold. Put me in, coach. I can offer protection. Set, hit. Not only can I protect the quarterback, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Welcome back to Roxanna. Mark Hillebrock, Doug Jenkins with you here. The Shells with the lead, 14-6. 5:23 left to go in this third quarter. 5:29 left to go.
And that was a big score, Mark, because no matter what Gillespie does, the best they can do is tie it on their next possession. And both teams have had their share of trouble moving the ball.
Wallace will kick this one, take him back at about the 10-yard line. He gets up to the 20-yard line, crosses the 25 to the 30. Looking the other way, there's a flag in the play up to the 35-yard line before being brought down at about the 35-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Several Shells in there on the tackle. That's number 28, Blake Peterson. And it looks like the penalty is going to be against Gillespie, I believe.
Oftentimes, in a situation like that, you'll see an illegal block. We don't have confirmation that's what it is. We'll wait and see if we do get confirmation.
Well, they're walking it off, and I think you're right, Doug. That's the penalty, so they'll mark it off. So the ball will go back to like the 20-yard line here for the Miners. Quarterback keeper, but he's brought down by 5 or 6 different Shells that time. And a nice play there by the backs. Charlie Sheets in there, Logan Reardon, as Henderson kept the ball himself.
No gain on the play. The Gillespie Miners have 80 yards to go to get a touchdown.
2nd and 10. Henderson falls back, looks to throw, throwing deep down the left side. Ball is caught, dropped in and out of the receiver's hands. Oh my goodness. And that was, he had lots of space. He had 2 men back with him. He stopped, Doug, came back, and that ball was in and out of his hands. I believe that was Peterson again.
He should have caught that ball. No two ways around it. That ball hit him right in the letters, and he's got to be just kicking himself right now.
And a few yards separating the other receivers, too, so he didn't have any immediate pressure. Henderson's the fallback again. He's going to air it out to the right side. Excuse me, left side again. That ball is intercepted by Roxanna. The Shells have the ball now. Similar play, Doug. And the ball is intercepted.
So how about that?
I believe Wallace came away with that one, Doug.
That's what I understand. So Roxanna, just like that, will get the ball back on the 38-yard line. Does that look right?
There's a flag in the play here. Let's see if they mark it off. They're going to mark it off against Gillespie. So interception and a flag. So just like that, Shells taking advantage of some mishaps here by Gillespie, and they seem to just be unsettled here. They've not looked all together here at all in the second half.
They've not looked like a 6-0 team at all tonight. I mean, even after that opening drive when they put 6 on the board, they still didn't look like they had the confidence a 6-0 team should have.
Chance Foss in a quarterback, and he rolls out, going to pass. He does throw deep in the end zone. Oh, caught in and out of the hands. Pass intended for number 10, Trace Gentry.
He was upended by the defender.
And just off his fingertips, he had it and back out of his hands. So we'll try again. And again, Roxanna, every other series, they'll alternate between Nick Hand and Chance Foss. Foss is in there now. 2nd and 10, ball on the Gillespie 25-yard line. Foss under center. This time fake handoff, second fake off, and there's Vandiver. He's over to the left side. He's got a corner. 1 man to beat. Knocked out of bounds at the 10, maybe the 8-yard line. Roxanna Right now, Doug, they are firing on all cylinders as I reach in my bag of sports cliches.
Well, they're playing 110% smash mouth football, Mark.
Why would you do the cylinder thing for your racing entertainment?
Well, thank you, since tomorrow night is national championship night.
Ball on the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. Shells threatening again here. The 1-5 Shells against the 6-0 Gillespie Miners.
What an upset this would be, Mark.
Shells threatening here tonight. Here's Foss, one man in motion. Handoff goes to number 28 for the Shells. That's Reardon. And he picks up about 3 or 4 yards on the play. We'll see where they mark it. I think they'll mark it at the 5, so a pickup of 4. It'll be 2nd and goal on the 5. Foss to the sidelines, get the play, runs it back into the huddle. 3:47 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Shells with the lead already, 14-6, and threatening here deep in Gillespie territory.
Ball's lined up on the far hash mark. About as far away from the booth as you can get, Mark.
Harris over the ball. Hands off to the quarterback, but boy, he is brought down with authority. Number 67, Hunter Vesper, with the tackle, and Foss had nowhere to go but back on the turf.
But they are still in very good shape, because even if you can't put it in for 6 points, you're within field goal range and the wind is to your back.
And Wallace has proven tonight that he can kick the ball and has made his extra points and has had some nice kickoffs even into the wind. So he could be called upon here if the Shells can't get in, but it's 3rd down, and looks like a timeout. Yes, no, delay of game penalty. Call on the Shells. So they'll regroup, try again.
Well, coaches are out on the field. I think we are getting a timeout.
Well, we'll go ahead and keep it here as just the Roxanna staff came onto the field, and now they're back off the field. But it was a delay of game call, 3rd now and long. They're on the 15-yard line. They need to get in the end zone. It is a 3rd and goal situation. Ball in the 15 for Roxanna, threatening here deep in Shell territory. Handoff to Vandiver. He gets across back through the line of scrimmage, maybe back to the 10-yard line. So maybe a pickup of 5 on the play.
So it'll be 4th and goal at the 10-yard line.
So that's going to bring out the field goal unit. That's Levi Wallace with the foot. Kick is up, it's high, it's long, and it is good. So a 19-yard field goal for the Shells. Levi Wallace makes it 17-6 with 2:04 left to go. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Family-owned Johnson's Corner at 2000 State Street in Alton is the area's best corner bar and eatery. The restaurant is known for its homemade onion rings, fantastic pizza, and of course, its famous pork tenderloin. The bar is a friendly place to talk, laugh, make new friends, and of course, quench your thirst. Now you can watch live high school sports in the bar. Open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Johnson's Corner is an inviting place to enjoy good comfort food. Johnson's Corner, an Alton tradition.
Mac and Roxanna, Markella Brock and Doug Jenkins with you here. The Shells march down the field after an interception and a 19-yard field goal by Levi Wallace puts the Shells up 17-6 here in the 3rd quarter. Gillespie has not scored since the 8:17 mark of the 1st quarter, Doug.
They haven't really moved the ball all that well since the 8:17 mark of the 1st quarter, to be honest, Mark, and not at all what you'd expect from a team that comes in with a record of 6-0. Now, that last score, the 3 points that Roxanna just put on the board, very important because now it's a 2-score game, and we still have plenty of time left, but just having a 2-score game is big.
Wallace gives it a good kick, and here comes the return man who races up the sidelines, and there he goes across the left side. He's got one man to beat. Can he do it? He returns it for a touchdown. Number 23, Chris Halpin, runs from, I believe, Doug, he was at the goal line and returns it all the way down the left side for a Gillespie touchdown.
So that will take the wind out of the sails of the Roxanna Shells, and boy, what a change of attitude here in the bleachers just in the course of about 15 seconds.
Chris Halpin, believe, Doug, he was at the goal line when he took off. Got a couple of good blocks, had a couple of men to beat, and he beat him at about the 20-yard line, and that was it. He was all alone running in. And now they're bringing a ball in here. You can't have a play unless you have a ball. Now they're changing balls. That's what they're doing. They're changing the ball. Okay.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Well, what a momentum shifter here. Just like that, it's 17-12. And the Shells will call a timeout. We'll take a break too. Back with more from Roxanna in a moment. Gillespie has just scored. 17-12 your score. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
We're always looking for better ways to do things, but with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached Megabank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Liberty Bank. Do you Kasasa?
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Miners have not tried any point after. Not much of a kicking game here, so they'll try for 2, and they need it. There's the handoff to the right side, and he will be stopped. Stopped short is number 23, Halpin. He tried to put the exclamation point on that play, but he is stopped. The point after fails, and it's a 5-point lead for the Shells. 17-12 in favor of Roxanna. They'll get the ball when we come back. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Mac and Roxanna, Markella Brocktuck Jenkins with you here on Z1570 as the Shells have a 5-point lead. Gillespie has just scored on a kickoff return. Nice deep kick by Levi Wallace was taken, I believe, right there at the goal line, Doug. He was close. He may have been at the 1 or 2, but it was right there on the line, it looked like, and he took off and just outran the defense.
I'm going to give him credit for 100 yards.
And Roxanna now with the return. There's an opening there for number 14 for the Shells, Alec Ravel. He gets up near midfield across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Nice return for the Shells. And Doug, here in the second half, they've shown they can move the ball on the ground and maybe kill some clock here.
20 yards to pick up on that, and probably just as big as was the touchdown return on the kickoff for Gillespie was the fact for the Roxanna Shells that they stopped the conversion and kept it at least a one-score game. 17-12 the score right now, so they kept some more points off the board. Good news if you're a Roxanna Shell.
Nick Hand under center. There's Vandiver. He gets the ball, but he is hammered back at the 45-yard line for a loss of about 2 on the play. Knocked down and tackled by number 40, Derek Taberzi. We've got East Alton Wood River hosting Red Bud up the road in Wood River. We'll have that game for you after this one here on the Big Z. And also at AltonDailyNews.com. Tomorrow it's Muscuda at CM on the air at noon. Then East St. Louis at Alton, the game at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Don't forget 11 o'clock tomorrow, Brent Birkeland Sports Talk. A review of all the scores, highlights, coaches' interviews from the Riverbend Week 7 of high school football. And has the ball this time, keeps it himself, but hands off to Vandiver. He's across midfield, too near the 46-yard line of Gillespie now in Miner territory.
We'll call it a pickup of 5. Make that second down. Oh, wait, it's coming back.
Well, they'll call it back. I did not see the flag, and that was the phantom flag, perhaps. I didn't. If there was a yellow, I didn't see it on the field. And it's a penalty against the Shells. This one will come back.
That will spot the ball at the 35-yard line. So it looks like a penalty of 11 yards.
Well, they need the first down up about the 43-yard line of Gillespie. They have a long way to go. 25 seconds left to go in the third quarter. There's the handoff, this time to, I believe, Vandiver again. And he is pushed down into the turf, and there's another flag on the play. And we'll see what the call is here this time. They're pointing to Gillespie. And we'll see the call as the officials confer. And it goes against Gillespie. It's a personal foul against the Miners that time, so they'll mark it back. So maybe with the recent loss here, that'll pick up some ground. Back to the 48-yard line. This is about where we started, wasn't it?
Yep, no net gain between the last two plays. Kind of like you're playing the stock market. Start off the week in the hole, wind up about even, maybe gain just a touch.
So 3rd and 9 here. Shells at the 48-yard line, their own 48. Shells need a first down here. Under 5 seconds left to go. They're going to let the clock run out here to close out the third quarter, and that's what will happen. 17-12 is the score. 1 quarter left here in Roxanna. The Shells with the lead. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
What was your cable TV?
Hillsborough 36-21, Southwestern 38-12. More than last week, have been pretty handy.
They've had any significant injuries.
Welcome back to Roxanna with the fourth quarter. Markella Brock and Doug Jenkins with you here on the Big Z and also at AltonDailyNews.com. Game of the Week 2 live broadcast at RiverBender.com. Check out all the high school scores, RB Sports Zone. Here's where you want to find that online. RBSportsZone.com. All the local Riverbend scores as they're happening in real time. Check out the scores from all the games around our area. And then tune in tomorrow morning at 11 for Sports Talk, where the Brent Birkeland talks to all of our coaches here around the Riverbend. The flag is on the play as Roxanna breaks. And legal procedure penalty that time against the Shells. So the Shells, now it's penalty time here in the second half, Doug. We've seen more penalties here in the last 6 or 7 minutes that we have the entire game.
And they seem to be taking turns, so they march up, march back, march up again.
So no time expired on the clock there. 17-12 your score. Roxanna with the lead here at the start of the fourth quarter.
We were talking during the break, Mark, that Gillespie really isn't giving you the presence of a 6-0 team tonight. More about that in a minute.
Both teams come alive. Both fans come alive for both teams. There's hand rolls out off to the middle, and the pass is caught and sandwiched is Blake Vandiver, but he's across midfield. A gain of about 5 yards on the play, so it's now a fourth down situation.
Let's go 4th down and 6 on that one.
It is 4th and 6. You're up by 5. You're at midfield. The Miners' last score was a 100-yard touchdown run.
Off of a kickoff.
Off of a kickoff return. And you're the Shells, and you're going for it. 4th and 6, ball on the 49-yard line. The quarterback hand, and there's a penalty, and there's 5 yards. That one's going against Gillespie. That's going to make it 4th and 1, though.
So now you have more options with just one run or 1 yard to go. Conceivable, you can do a quarterback sneak and get the yardage.
That's how Nick Hand scored in the first quarter, right up the middle.
That was the first of the 17 points that Roxanna put on the board tonight.
Roxanna has scored twice in the third quarter. We're now here in the fourth. 17-12.
And now you see some life out of the Roxanna Shells as they break huddle.
And the Shells call a timeout. They had huddled. They were still huddling back at the 45-yard line, had to run up to the 45-yard line in the other zone because of the penalty. So Coach Keith calls a timeout, so we'll keep it here.
Well, Mark, just to complete that thought I had a few moments ago about the Gillespie Miners not really feeling or not really showing themselves to be a 6-0 team. It just hasn't felt like a 6-0 team is on the other side of the field tonight. You would normally, with an undefeated team, see them just snap off the plays like it doesn't happen tonight.
It has, they scored early. They scored 8-17 and with that time left to go in the first quarter. They did not convert the two-pointer. Roxanna then marched back down the field, took the lead, and they've had that lead ever since. 17-12 is where we are right now. 4th and 1 for the Shells. Big play. There's the handoff around the right side, and that's Vandiver again. He gets first down and more. He's still on his feet, finally knocked out of bounds. And it looks like about the 36-yard line, first down for Roxanna.
Looked like about a 10-yard pickup and just took it around the left side. And 10 yards later, a new set of downs for the Roxanna Shells.
Blake Vandiver, 5'6", 150 pounds, and got some lightning in his shoes as that time he took off and pulls the first down in for the Shells.
Blake Vandiver scored 9 touchdowns this year. 54 points coming into tonight. One of the leading players for the Shells.
1st and 10 ball on the 36 of Gillespie. That time they hand off up the middle. Number 28 that time, Logan Reardon. Reardon with the ball and close to a first down. He gets 8 on the play. So the Shells seem to have the momentum back as Gillespie back in their heels again. Doug, they look like they did in the third quarter, back in their heels. Roxanna charging, hands on hips. Again, like you said, it's, you on paper, 6-0, 1-5. Maybe you're looking ahead down to a big SEC matchup with Greenville next week, but you can't look past any team at any time. Here's Reardon again. He's across to the 20-yard line, across the 20, I believe, actually right on the 20, looks like.
That'll be another first down.
Logan Reardon, another first down for the Shells. Another run for Reardon.
And I don't remember who it was, but a wise man once says there is nothing quite as liberating as when you have nothing to lose. And the Roxanna Shells, really, they don't have anything to aim for as far as postseason aspirations, so they're just going out and playing right now.
Snap from Harris to the quarterback, Nick Hand, and the handoff to Reardon again. He piles ahead for They'll give him 3 yards in that play. Again, some good blocking on the play. Sam Haas, Jordan Brown leading the way on that side. Among the seniors here tonight, Jake Palin, Josh Levan, of course, Nick Hand and Jordan Arnell, Charlie Sheets, Levi Wallace, Sam Haas, Mason Nichols, Jordan Brown, Caleb Baldwin, and Robert Twisdale, the seniors here on senior night. For the Shells, hand off to Reardon, but he's brought down almost immediately. They're at the line of scrimmage. Number 66, Ian Wilder with the tackle for the Miners.
For the first time, you see some action on the far sideline as far as the cheerleaders waving the flag, trying to get their fans into the game. They brought over a decent amount of fans tonight. I think we have an injury timeout on the field.
We do have an injury as well. Looks like Logan Reardon is being helped off the field, holding his arm. So we'll have him checked out, and we'll take a quick break here on Z1570. After this, you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Can take you far and cost you far less.
Get great leases, low APRs, and amazing cashback offers on all your favorite Toyota models. To learn more, visit your Toyota dealer or buyatoyota.com. Toyota. Let's go.
Back in Roxanna, Mark Ellerbach, Doug Jenkins with you here. 3rd and 5 for the Shells. There's the handoff to Vandiver. He gets across to the 15-yard line. Close to a first down. Needs a first down near the 10. And he is he there? Looks like he's there. It's going to be first down for the Shells.
And he just barely got there. We're keeping an eye on Logan Reardon here on the near sideline, too. They're giving him quite a bit of attention. That would be big for the Shells.
Well, I couldn't tell at first. He looked like he was holding his arm. Then he looked like he was holding his wrist. And he's got his helmet off, and he's being attended to by the medical personnel. So we'll check on him as we go on here. Meanwhile, it's 1st and goal for the Shells, threatening again, 17-12. They have the lead. Here's a snap, handoff this time to number 32, who is bull rushed backwards. That's number 32, Seth Chester, and he was thrown back. Momentum was stopped at the 6-yard line, I think. We'll see. They mark it. Actually, they'll bring it back to the 10. Excuse me. Gotta check my another one. You hear the excitement behind us as the Cardinal game is also on the laptop here in the press box. 17-12, 7:33 left to go.
We'll catch up with baseball here in a few minutes.
Right now the Shells are threatening. There's Vandiver across the left side. He's got one little tackle in there. Did he get in? He got close. Had a nice block there by Caleb Baldwin. As he gets near the 5-yard line. They bring it back. I thought I got a little bit closer than that, Doug. There's really no gain on the play.
Hard to see from this angle. It's down on the far end of the field right now.
They're in the left hash mark, far side of the field. Thought he had more momentum, but he will be marked at the 9, so it's 3rd and goal. 6:40 left to go in this game. Shells threatening here, trying to put another one in. They lead by 5. Vandiver in motion. He hits the ball across the right side. Got a good block there on the corner. And is he down? Down near the goal line. He was following Sam Haas, who gave a great block. And the clock continues to run. Ball out of bounds. No, not out of bounds. Marked at the 1-yard line, Doug. 4th and goal for the Shells.
And again, we saw the quarterback sneak work on the first scoring drive of the game for the Roxanna Shells. Will we see that again?
In to hold is Chance Foss, and Wallace is going to give it a go for a field goal. Up by 5. This will put him up by 8. The kick is up, and it is high, it is far, and it is no good. No good. So a 1-yard run perhaps instead. The field goal is attempted. It is no good. So the Gillespie Miners will take over on the 1 yard line.
Well,
and the twists continue in this game, don't they?
They certainly do. I think I don't want to second guess the coach, but boy, with just a yard to go and having the quarterback sneak work beforehand, I would have gone for it because now the ball's coming out to the 20-yard line. I think that's 20 yard. No,
so they will.
Yeah, that's 20-yard line.
Bring to the 20-yard line.
Now, if you leave it on the ground, then yes, the Miners start from the 1 yard line.
And look at this. There's a quarterback, Henderson. Will he be caught? He is almost. He's to the 20, to the 15, 10, and he brought down. We'll see if they mark him out of bounds. He gets into the end zone, but he is brought down, I think, at about the 5 yard line, Doug, or at least very, very close to the end zone. The quarterback, Henderson, kept it himself, and we saw this with that touchdown run. Henderson has shown this all night that he can explode, and he did that time as he found a hole and got down to the 2 yard line.
That would be a 78-yard scamper. 78 yards.
So Gillespie, looking ragged through the third quarter, has come back to life here in the fourth quarter. They threaten to take the lead here in Roxanna. Handoff up the middle, no one touched him. That is a touchdown by Derek Tiberzi. And just like that, Gillespie back on top after leading back in the first quarter. They lead here now, 18-17.
And after what looked like a good momentum series for the Roxanna Shells, it has just, this pendulum has just swung the other way right now. They're going to go for 2.
Shells now trail by 1. They'd like to stop him here. As Tiberzi ran in from 2 yards out for the touchdown. He gets the ball again, barrels up the middle. Is he stopped? It looks like he is stopped short. We'll see as they undo the pile. No signal from the officials.
And the 2-point conversion is no good.
And he did not get in, so once again, the 2-point conversion fails for Gillespie. But they have the lead 18-17 with 5:19 left to go here in Roxanna. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Let Auto Butler's professional staff keep your vehicle looking great inside and out. We have many car wash options to choose from, as well as express detail services and a 48-hour clean car guarantee. Auto Butler Express Lube gives you a free full-service car wash with your oil change. And while you wait, you will enjoy our lobby that makes you feel like you're right at home. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Clean, shine, and protect.
Welcome back to Roxanna, where the Gillespie Miners have now taken the lead by a score of 18-17. 5:19 left to go in this game as they have just scored here. 2-yard touchdown run by Derek Tiberzi. That was, though, preceded by a very long run by Mike Henderson on the first play from scrimmage there. Doug was over 70 yards, I guess.
78 yards.
78 yards. Henderson will now kick off. He's really not gotten the ball down the field very far, and that ball is going to be taken on the far side by number 14 for the Shells, and he breaks one tackle but does not get by anymore. That's number 14 for the Shells, Alec Ravel. And the Shells will start at about the 25-yard line, so we've got about 5 minutes left to go. Trail by 1 now as Gillespie has come back to life here in the fourth quarter. What could be a much harder fought game than they thought they had here coming into Roxanna. 1-5 team on senior night. Gillespie coming in at 6-0. The Shells have held their ground and controlled much of this game here until late. A couple of big plays, but Gillespie back on top. So Chance Foss back in under center. And hands off that time at the middle for no gain. We did see Logan Reardon, number 28, with ice on his elbow, so he's done for the night. was injured back at the end of the third quarter, I believe.
Yeah, just about 2 minutes to go in the third quarter is when he came off the field.
Harris over the ball. Snap to Foss. Foss rolling out to his right. Looking, all sorts of time. Passes across, and the ball is off the fingertips of the intended receiver. That's number 32, Seth Chester. Incomplete and out of bounds.
So we're inside of 5 minutes to play now. And Roxanna, with a little bit of clock management and some smart play calling, could possibly run it all the way down to the end of regulation. And in theory, get some points on the board. They only need 1 to tie, 2 to go ahead. Or 3 would be the obvious.
That's right.
Yes.
3rd and 11, the noisemakers here in front of the broadcast booth is what you can hear. Foss rolls out, look out, goes across the middle, and the ball is caught! Caught by number 1 for the Shells, Jake Palin, I believe.
Jacob Palin, nice catch.
Palin turns around, look at what I caught. There's the ball at the 50-yard line, tackled immediately. It's almost just like, oops, here's the ball, and there it was right in his face. Grabbed the ball, brought it in, and was brought down at the 47-yard line. First down, Shells.
And the Shell quarterback really threaded the needle there because Palin was being covered. It was tight coverage. And Palin got up after being brought down, and you can see he's fired up, and so is the rest of the team, so is the rest of the crowd for that matter.
Chance Foss with that great throw. Up, ball is dropped. Up, now there's a flag in the play.
Ball start Roxanna.
Well, it was a missed snap. Foss looked for it, but then the center, Harris, held the ball up and said, I got it, penalty. So that brings the Shells back a little bit, the momentum. Squeeze a little bit. You heard the excitement earlier, Doug, up here in the booth. It's now 2-2 in St. Louis between the Cardinals and Dodgers. But we've got an exciting one here. 18-17, Gillespie with the lead. 3:40 left to go in this game. Roxanna with the ball. Chance Foss hands off to his first man through. That's 32, Seth Chester. And maybe gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and it's going to be a 2nd and 10 situation maybe. Got a couple yards in that play.
We'll call it 2nd and 10.
Ball back on the Gillespie 48-yard line.
Roxanna's taking their time coming up to the line of scrimmage.
Eating some clock now, 3 minutes left to go as the crowd is back into this game. Vandiver has out to the left side. He cannot break that tackle. He is caught and brought down in the play by number 10, Logan Cooper. Caught almost immediately, and that brings the Gillespie fans to life on the far side of the field.
That's about an 8-yard loss for Roxanna.
So it'll be a 3rd and 16 situation here for the Shells. As we've had mostly Shell action here tonight, that they've been in control of this game until here in the 4th quarter. Gillespie has fought back to take a 1-point lead. Big play for the Shells. Foster's going to roll to his left. He's under pressure, and he's knocked out of bounds over on the far side of the field, about the 46-yard line, 47-yard line, so no gain on the play. Not exactly what you wanted to see on 3rd down. Now they're going to be forced to go for it or kick it away. You certainly don't want to give it up with 2:11 left to go, but we'll see what the call is here. They're going to have to go for it.
Yeah, if you give it back to Gillespie right now, they can pretty well run out the clock, and that'll be the end of that. So this is do or die time right now for the Shells.
Foss under center, 3 men in motion. He's rolling out to his right side, looks to throw. Ball is underthrown to Vandiver. Ball falls short at midfield, and Gillespie will take over with 2:04 left to go in this game, and they lead by 1. Pass intended for Blake Vandiver.
And basically all Gillespie has to do is run a few plays and get another set of downs, and they have the game won.
Well, stranger things have happened here for football. There's no 2-minute warning, so we're not going to stop the clock again. They want this clock to roll and get out of here with a victory, so we'll see what happens. Mike Henderson, the quarterback for Gillespie. Takes the ball himself, tucks it away, and just goes right up the middle. And he is brought back. Stopped by a handful of Shells, including Seth Chester. And a timeout called by Roxanna. And we'll take a timeout as well here at WBGZ Alton. From Roxanna, you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Roper's Regal Beagle, located on Godfrey Road, is the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Open Sunday through Thursday till 2 a.m. and Fridays and Saturdays till 3 a.m. At Roper's Regal Beagle, you will enjoy some of the area's best pizza from their wood-fired pizza oven. There's also a full kitchen offering a huge variety, as well as a soup and salad bar. Sports fans, Roper's Regal Beagle is the place to watch the game. 27 TVs, NFL ticket, Big Ten, Pac-12, and streaming local high school sports.
Or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Keeps it himself up the middle. He's going to be close to and does get the first down as the ball is across the 40-yard line to about the 36, maybe 37-yard line. And that's going to be a Gillespie first down. And
that's
now it's a matter of starting the clock.
Yeah, it's pretty well going to do it. I would suspect that they will just take knees from here on out. Roxanna gave him a good fight tonight, Mark.
They did indeed. They did a lot of things well. They were penalized, though, here through the third quarter. That may have been their challenge. The decision to go for a field goal instead of a touchdown back in the third quarter on the 1-yard line.
Flags on the field.
Flags on the field. They're going to call a delay of game penalty. So that will help the Shells. It will stop the clock. 1:13 left to go. But again, a couple of knees and that'll do it. But you never know. Never know in this game. Somebody misses a snap. You recover a fumble. No chances this time as Henderson is under center. He's been only under center just a couple of times tonight. And he's just going to try to push it forward, take some time off the clock, and you might get 3 yards here on that play. And it's now second down, 2nd and 12, and the clock is running. Under a minute left to go as the Shells will fall to, that's the end of this one, they'll fall to 1 and 6. Gillespie will get out of here with a victory, and I'll say get out of here because the Shells have given them everything they can handle tonight. On senior night in Roxanna. Anderson will just push forward like a rugby scrum as they're finally brought down. The whistles blow, and it's a first down. Excuse me, not a first down, back past across the original line of scrimmage. So a 3rd and long situation. The clock running, 20 seconds left to go, and that will just about do it. Gillespie comes in at 6-0. Roxanna has this game mostly in hand throughout, but a big kickoff return for a touchdown is the difference in this game. And that's how we will end it. 18-17, your final score. Gillespie gets out of here with a victory over the Roxanna Shells. Gillespie improves to 7-0. Roxanna falls to 1 and 6 on the season. We'll be back with the post game in just a bit. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Macias Insurance, professional independent insurance agents. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Toyota, let's go places. Visit buyatoyota.com. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else. Johnson's Corner, located at 2000 State Street in Alton, is the area's best corner bar and eatery. Burko Construction, offering all kinds of construction services from new building projects to renovations. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. And Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East premier sports bar and grill.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
18-17 is where we finish as Gillespie pulls this one out in the end.
It was the final score was set up when Roxanna elected to go for the field goal on 4th and 1 instead of try a quarterback sneak, or at least keeping it on the ground at the 1-yard line. And with the field goal being wide, it gave the ball back to Gillespie at the 20-yard line. And after a 78-yard run by Mike Henderson, is a 2-yard score, 2-yard run by Derek Taberzi by Gillespie that put the Miners back on top. So Henderson definitely was the momentum changer in the final moments of the game.
He was indeed. Now, earlier in this one, that was Chris Halpin, who had the big touchdown return to put the Miners up, and or at least get them within. But that 100-yard kickoff return was a big momentum shifter. But we're going to give the Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game to the quarterback Mike Henderson, number 17, the senior, who had a touchdown back in the first quarter in that momentum shifting 70-plus yard run to set up that touchdown that put Gillespie back on top to stay and give them the victory here tonight in Shell Country. 18-17 your final score. Gillespie with the win over the Roxanna Shells. The Miners 7-6 now on the year, or excuse me, 7-0 on the year, as they win their 7th of the season. Roxanna falls to 1-6, and they wrap up their season here at home. They'll be on the road next week, will the Shells. They'll be in Staunton, and they'll close out the season up in Pius-Upper Country, taking on Southwestern. Next week, a big matchup at home between Gillespie and Greenville. Greenville coming into tonight's action also undefeated. They'll be next week in Gillespie in Minor Country. Doug, good effort by the Shells. Fell short tonight, but hopefully they can bounce back and get a win next week.
By all accounts, they should have won this game tonight, but you have to be able to close it out, and they just weren't able to slam the door when the opportunity was there.
So from Roxanna tonight, Gillespie with the win, 18-17 over the Shells here in Shell Country on senior night. Congratulations to the Shell seniors, Jake Palin, Josh Levan, also Nick Hand tonight, Jordan Arnell, Charlie Sheets, Levi Wallace, Sam Haas, Mason Nichols, Jordan Brown, Caleb Baldwin, and Robert Twisdale. The seniors playing their final game of their careers here at Charles Raich Field, with 2 more games left to go on the road. For my partner Doug Jenkins, for Brian Hennigan back at our studios of the Big Z, thanks to all of our sponsors for tonight's action, and also the folks here at RiverBender.com for helping us out tonight and providing you the broadcast online. And we thank you for listening, whether you listen on Z1570 or AltonDailyNews.com. Gillespie with the win again over Roxanna, 18-17 your final score. Have a good night, everybody.
Coverage of